the fuck is that guy?
I make my own moves, yeah, I'm bossing.
All weak bitches, please proceed to the exit.
Is there no one else? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
We are not for the weak.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Not for the Weak podcast. It's your boy James.
It is your boy Jay.
We're back.
Back at it, like a crack addict. And this is your crack, ear crack.
Ear crack.
Ear crack. Crack for the ears. And for those who watch on YouTube, crack for the eyes. Ear and eye crack.
Ear and eye crack.
Welcome.
I'm surprised that's not like a thing. Like somebody hasn't come up with like
An actual
like a candy or something like ear crack or eye crack.
What would like a
I don't know.
little squirtsy squirts?
Actually, no, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that sounds very dangerous in a lot of ways.
I'm surprised somebody hasn't come up with like a supplement that's like crack.
You would think everyone's doing the AF thing. Everyone's doing the
stupid pre-workout names that you'd think that there would be one that someone would just say fucking
explosion workout stuff.
I saw one the other day that was like it was actually called cocaine.
That's pretty tight.
I'm pretty sure it was actually cocaine. Let me double check.
I like that. How much does that cost and where do they sell it?
Dude, I'm gonna go buy some cocaine.
People are like, yeah, dude. Yeah, cocaine, dude.
Or there was another one we saw. Didn't we see that one at the LA Fit? It was like Jim Molly or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're right. Well, so then I guess there are brands out there that have
Starting a brand, and first product is gonna be crack.
Crack. The next one is gonna be
here it is. Cocaine pre-workout from Pure Cut Supplements.
Pure Cut. Nice. Dude.
That's the name of the company.
That's tight.
And their pre-workout is called cocaine.
That's sick. What are their?
Is it sick? I don't think so.
Pretty
dude.
cool. Dude.
I don't think so.
I wonder what their like protein powders called.
I'm not gonna buy something that says cocaine on it. Imagine trying to fly with that. Like they already freak out over like every time I fly TSA or whatever always stops me for like supplements I'm bringing. And they always like examine the they're like, what is this?
Like you can taste it.
You could take it, dude.
You want a scoop? Giving out samples to everybody.
Dry scoop that shit.
Like Team Dry Scoop.
No, and then now they look at it and it says cocaine on it. For sure, I'm gonna get.
Now they're like, okay, really, what the fuck is this? I want to think it's not cocaine, but the wording is really making it hard for me right now.
So you have a white powder in here, and I want to believe you that it's not drugs, but it says cocaine right there.
You're making it really fucking hard for me, dude.
You have to be the dumbest drug dealer in the world.
You're like, or the smartest.
I mean, we could split it, bro. You can take a couple scoops. I know it's been a long day.
You're like, don't snort this stuff. Tell you what.
I don't know, dude. I feel like that's not. I feel like you're not going to be able to market that very well.
Yeah. Well, probably not.
For 15% off cocaine, use my discount code.
Cocaine 10. Cocaine 15.
Oh, and their BCA is called Rehab. Fuck
yeah, dude. That's sick.
Is it sick? I don't know, dude. I feel like that's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
That's like something that's like, you might sell a few like off the bat just because people are going to be like, oh, dude, that's funny.
So you buy it and then you keep it as a souvenir. And then when they go out of business, then you're like, I got the good. I got that cocaine.
I don't know, dude. I feel like you can't take that. That's not going in Walmart. That's not going in GNC. GNC's not stocking the shelves with cocaine.
Dude, no. Yeah. GNC barely stocks the shelves with anything.
Bro.
People like.
Dude, I went to GNC yesterday. First time in forever. Because I wanted to try like that Ghost cookies, Chips Ahoy protein.
That's the reason why you went into it last time too, is because Ghosts.
Yeah. Well,
like protein.
I fuck with Ghost.
Yeah, no, they're cool. They're cool.
And I like to try to test out some of their stuff and just see, because it's high quality stuff, but because they're sold out online.
Yeah,
they sold out, and so I called the GNC. I was like, hey man, you got the Chips Ahoy cookies and cream or the Chips Ahoy protein? He's like, yeah man, we got like 2 left. I was like, all right, I'll be in there. But then I was like, fuck dude, I don't want to go in there because I don't like the guy that works there.
I know you were telling me that.
So I was like trying to get Chrissy to go because I was like, I don't want to see the guy that works there.
You're like, can you take me to the store and I'll stay in the car?
Yeah, I was like, can you go get it for me? She's like, seriously, James. I was like,
I don't like him.
And then she just shamed me. She's like, why are you being such a pussy? I was like, fuck, dude.
Like, that's literally the opposite of what that's the one thing I hate being in my whole life is a pussy. God damn it.
She's like, stop being a pussy, just go. And then I was like, fine, I'm gonna go to work. I'll stop by later. She's like, well, if you puss out, call me and I'll go. I was like, whoa.
You're like, you're not my mom.
Oh, I hate you sometimes. But I went in and he wasn't working, so I was.
See, aren't you glad?
Yeah,
it's a sign from the Almighty Gains God himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Every time I wear, that fuck excuses shirt I have from John Anderson. Mm-hmm. Every time I wear that shirt, it's always like the day I'm like, fuck yeah, this is the mood. And then I put that shirt on, and then all I do the whole day is make excuses.
It has the opposite effect.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like I put that shirt on, and then it makes me aware of the excuses I'm making, and then I look down at my shirt, and I'm like, I'm just putting this to shit. I should just throw this shirt in the garbage.
You're like picturing John looking at you like, what the fuck?
I know. He's like, the shirt says fuck excuses, and all I'm hearing you doing is bitching and moaning.
Deep water,
motherfucker.
Do some fucking traps.
I'm like, I'm sorry.
Damn. Yeah. I would picture like a little John Anderson on your shoulder, like, stop being a little bitch, bro.
He is like, in the fitness industry, like, he is the little guy on your shoulder that tells you not to be a bitch.
But it's
like him and CT Fletcher.
Except when he pops up on your shoulder, you don't see like legs. You just see from upper body up. It's like just his traps.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, oh.
I'm like, Macho Man? He's like, almost bitch. I'm like,
slaps you.
I'm like, well, you have a small hand. Why does it hurt so bad?
Oh man, we need to do a series like that.
I know.
That's a YouTube series right there.
Oh, dude, it's perfect. We could probably use John for that too.
We wouldn't even have to use him. We just use some of his Instagram videos.
Oh yeah,
just superimpose him.
Dude, he's the best.
Oh man,
shout out John Anderson, man.
Big John.
Thanks for always being my daily motivation not to be a fucking bitch.
The Trap God,
dude. Hey,
that should be his new Instagram. Trap God.
Trap God.
Oh man, dude. Speaking of Instagram, should we talk about the elephant in the room?
We shall talk about it.
What the fuck is going on with the fitness industry right now, dude?
I don't know, dude. Some of the greats right now are not being so great.
Dude, it's like three main, like, major dudes.
Yeah.
First up was the Shawn Rhoden thing.
Yeah.
Which is
crazy. I was camping when I found out about that, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And I'm camping with a bunch of people, and they're like, they don't like really know like what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they're not really like in the fitness industry.
Well,
so
they probably don't even
like,
know who he is.
Yeah, they asked me, they're like, hey, do you hear about that like one? I'm like, oh yeah, Shawn Rhoden. Like, yeah, something.
That sounds familiar. Yeah, sure, that guy.
And I was like, yeah, dude, yeah, that's crazy, dude. Like, so did they strip his title then?
I don't think they stripped his title, but they banned him from next year competing.
What about the year after that?
Well, they banned him for life from competing at the Olympia. He's not. I don't think he's banned by the IFBB or the NPC or whatever. But he's banned from going to the Olympia and competing.
Wow, that's crazy.
And he's banned from something else. But he hasn't been. He's been charged, but he hasn't been found guilty. Mm-hmm. So.
What was his charge? What was the accusation? It was
they accused, or he's been accused of raping a female bodybuilder or somebody that he was like either coaching or mentoring in his hotel room. Like, he was in his hotel room, and she came up to his hotel, and supposedly I don't think he actually like
didn't
stuck it in all the way,
but he was
supposedly like groping her and like kissing her, and like I think the one bit of DNA that they found was on her like nipple from like him like sucking on it or something. And then supposedly he like put the tip in, but like didn't go in all the way.
That seems a lot of fucking that seems very wishy-washy.
And then he let her go. I don't know.
That seems really wishy-washy.
It's just I don't know. regardless, not defending him and not saying that she's lying.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking either side, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying the story itself sounds a little odd.
Yeah.
Because he's such a nice guy.
Well, not only is he a really nice guy, but it's just like, dude, you hear about stuff like this and you see stuff like this and it's from both sides, but you always see accusations, and it's just like, it's so hard to, like, the first time you hear it, it's so hard to be like, oh yeah, that's for sure true. You know what I mean? Like, if you've been around and like that shit like this goes on, like, it's so hard to, like, right off the bat be like, okay, yeah, this is true.
There's too many false accusations out there nowadays.
Exactly, yeah.
And I don't know, you kind of want to think of it like from the point of somebody that's like an intelligent person, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like, if you're Shawn Rhoden, why would you do that? Like,
Yeah.
it was a month, supposedly a month after he won the Mr. Olympia. He's in his 40s. He finally won Mr. Olympia. His career's finally starting to take off, and you're going to do something like this. It's a little like, why would you do that?
It really doesn't make sense. Like you were saying, like, not taking any sides, not saying she's lying, not saying that he didn't do that, but just like really analyzing like what is out there right now. It's really hard to say like, yes, you did it or no, you didn't. It doesn't really, it's too wishy-washy, dude. And it's too just like foo-foo right now.
If he did do it, he's a piece of shit, and fuck him.
Yeah.
But it's too early to condemn him.
Yeah.
You have to do more research and more investigation. Because I was listening to Luke Sandow, who's like he's a pro bodybuilder. He's competing at the Olympia this year. I think he's making his Olympia debut this year.
Oh,
I was watching his one of his vlogs earlier, like last week, or maybe it was actually him doing a Q&A with Fuad.
Oh, Fuad.
You know Fuad?
No.
Oh, he's a pro also. Anyway, they were doing a Q&A and they were talking about it, and Luke mentioned that supposedly that the chick that accused him of the rape, supposedly her and the guy that was like waiting downstairs for her, which is also a weird part of the story. Supposedly her and him have been involved in like some fraud charges before.
Dude.
So, I mean, I don't know that for sure, but he just mentioned it briefly. But it's like, if that's true, like, there's already some holes in her story. Like, like, why are you leaving the guy? Like, somebody was bringing this up. Like, if you're doing a coach check-in, like, there's two things, right? So she was in the hotel room with Shawn Rhoden, and she left her buddy or whatever, manager, I don't know who the guy was. She left him downstairs in the lobby of the hotel, and she went up to his room by herself. And so it's like, if you're doing a coach check-in, why are you leaving the guy downstairs? You know what I mean? Whereas if you thought something was going to happen, you would leave the guy downstairs, right?
Well, yeah.
Like I went in and checked in with, like, Alex was my coach for the show, right? I went and did check-ins. I brought Chrissy with me. She came in, she watched me do the check-ins and everything. Like, I wouldn't leave, like, hey, stay in the car.
Yeah.
But if something weird was going to happen, I would be like, hey,
well, and
stay in the car.
And you know what? Don't you think that if they're, he's been coaching her for however long, but he's coached many people, but it's like, don't you think that if you thought your coach was kind of a weird guy, you, one, maybe wouldn't work with him, two, would get that feeling and wouldn't go up there long, and three, like,
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like that, like, it makes it sound like just out of nowhere for absolutely no reason, he just decided to be weird.
Yeah.
After being your coach for however long and having no issues with any other clients, like, all of a sudden now he's just like, oh, I'm going to just be weird, and you totally weren't going to expect it. Like, most of the time, people like that, once again, not taking sides,
give vibes.
But they give vibes, dude. And you know if there's kind of some weird shit. Even the people who act really cool, you can usually be like, I don't know. Like, girls are smart, dude. Yeah. Girls know. Girls get fucking weird vibes, you know.
And I think that's the biggest thing is, like, I've met Shawn like once, and I know a bunch of people that know Shawn, and everyone's been like, you know, he's one of the nicest people there is. Like, there's no way that, like, I don't know. Not defending him, not saying he didn't do it, not saying that she's lying, but there needs to be more investigation. Like, we can't just condemn him just off the bat just because accusation and charges. Like let's wait till he's found guilty
Exactly.
before we like say, oh, he's a piece of shit. And so
yeah. Do some research, people, or at least wait for the
just
the finals to come out. You know what I mean? Because it's just way too hard.
Accusation shouldn't condemn somebody. You know, there's too many people that get condemned and then are found innocent, and they're still haunted with it. You know, years down the road.
Oh yeah, you know, it doesn't matter because it's like once you get accused of something and then people find out about it, especially when you're of like a certain status and like in whatever industry that you're in, like once you get accused and then they condemn you for it, like you're kind of fucked, dude. Like that hangs over your head forever. And even if you're found innocent, like that's still there, and people still remember that one time you maybe raped somebody, or that one time you maybe did this or maybe did that, and it's just kind of that, you know what I mean? Like, and it's crazy because a lot of the times when accusations are made, people don't give two fucks. They're just like, fuck.
Well, the thing is, nobody ever hears, oh, he's innocent. Like, they just hear the accusation of, oh, he did this.
Yeah, it seems like as soon as they hear the accusation, they've already said you're guilty, and then they don't even pay attention to using this as but they don't even pay attention to like everything else that's going on. You know what I mean? So even if later on they're like, oh, he's actually was found innocent, most people didn't even make it that far. Yeah, they just made it to the accusation, and they're like, fuck you.
Well, especially in like bodybuilding, which is like, it's a big sport, but it's like it's still very niche. Like most people don't know anything about bodybuilding. But Shawn Rhoden's like big enough that like he'll make like mainstream media. Like this will make mainstream media, and people that don't know anything about the sport, they'll just hear the main part.
Well, yeah.
And forever they'll be like, oh, that's that one bodybuilder that was raped that chick.
Well, dude, that's exactly how it went over when I was camping. Like, you know, I'm sitting around a campfire with a bunch of these people who are in the medical field. They don't know anything about bodybuilding, the sport, the fitness industry, nothing, right? It's just not their thing. And they knew about it. Yeah. They knew about some big bodybuilder.
They didn't even know his name, right?
They didn't even know his name. They just knew, oh, did you hear about that guy who got charged with this? And I was like, oh, yeah, Shawn Rhoden.
Yeah.
You know,
and he's forever going to be that guy, even if he's found innocent. And once again, I want people to know that we're not saying he's innocent. We're not saying he's guilty either, though. And we're not like saying that she's lying. We're just saying there needs to be more investigation before we make any judgment.
Like anything you do, you know, you want to analyze it, and
you can't just make a snap decision.
You can't,
right?
yeah.
Just
I mean, you can, but you're kind of an asshole for doing that.
You can. Now, the fact that they did file charges means that you would assume that they have some evidence, right? Mm-hmm. But you never know.
Well, so the thing with cases like that, any type of like rapey shit, right? It's almost always like they like people do not fuck around with that. Yeah, they're like, what the fuck did you do? You know what I mean? Like, regardless of if you're a dude getting raped or groped or whatever, or if you're a female, like it doesn't matter. Like,
they don't play around.
People don't fuck around with stuff like that. Assault, it's kind of like, well, did he hit you? You don't have any bruises. You're just kind of saying, you know what I mean? Yeah. Which we'll get into soon. But like rapey stuff, it's always like, oh, fuck you, dude. We're gonna nail your ass.
That's crazy.
Literally, but not literally.
And then you're gonna get your ass nailed.
And then you're gonna get your ass nailed in jail.
Nailed in jail.
That's sounds like a
new not for the week merch right there.
Yeah, dude. It's like Shawn Rhoden hitting the front double by, nailed in jail. That's so fucked. Don't wait for that shirt to drop.
That shirt's not going to happen.
We're not going to make that shirt, you guys.
Oh man, yeah. But on the other hand, right? So Shawn Rhoden's got that case that's like, oh man, like did he do it? Did he not do it? We don't know. Then there's Jeremy Buendia, who is just flat out a piece of shit.
You know what really frustrates me about Jeremy Buendia is like I really liked him. I thought like, I mean, social media makes everyone look however they want them to look.
100%.
But it's hard because you see him and he smiles and he's a fantastic athlete and he's 4-time Mr. Olympia and takes all these pictures, and with his ex-girlfriend seemed like he was so happy and they were so happy, which once again that's something that social media, you know,
100%.
He gives you the best side of him.
Well, that's the issue about social media just in general. It's like but you can make your life look fucking perfect.
Mm-hmm. But then it's like you get down to the brass tacks and And now it's all of a sudden we're finding out all this stuff, and people are coming forward, and friends of his are coming forward, and girlfriends are coming forward. And I'm like, whoa, dude, you're kind of a piece of shit.
Well, it's like the thing about it, the thing that's so crazy about it is like if you've been involved or close to the fitness industry for like a long time, like I like to think that I've been around the fitness industry for a while now, and so like and know a lot of people like all over the place. I've been hearing for years that he's a piece of shit, but like it's never made it onto like it's never been like super public. Like certain groups and certain people have known for a while that he's not a good person, but like it's always been like kept under wraps, and it makes you wonder like how is it kept under the wraps for so long? Because like there's like a lot of shit about him that goes back like 4 or 5 years. Like when he first won his title, like he was still like this person.
Well, then it's like, you know, look at like the videos, like going to if any of you watch Kenny KO.
I fucking hate Kenny. I don't like Kenny KO's videos, man.
I don't really like him, but
no, he definitely does cover some things that are like super important and super good. I generally don't like the style and like
super. Not enjoyable.
It comes off very TMZ, like scummy kind of. I don't know,
but it works for him, right?
It works for him. And he's making money, and he knows what works and what sells.
Yeah,
and people love that shit.
And there's no TMZ for the fitness industry, so I guess if you can fucking infiltrate and be that, you know, just hate it or loved, whatever it is. But so watching Kenny KO's stuff, you know, his were more based off of like it was like interviews with friends of his, interviews with girlfriends, and wow, dude, it makes sense because you're like, you know, how could it be kept under wraps? But then you watch these videos and you're like, well, that makes a lot of fucking sense. People are scared of getting kicked off Evogen. People are scared of getting kicked off of this. People are scared of being booted out of this. Like Buendia having a lot of power is able, and like the status he has, if he wants to. God, this is my thing today, dude.
You need to like put that down, dude. Put the anal beads down.
Hey, now. These aren't mine. Remember that. These are yours. But, and there's 3 of them. So what the fuck do you and Chrissy do, huh? You bunch of weirdos. But, so.
There you go. You ruined it for everybody.
But, so like someone with status like that, someone with like that power in the fitness industry, someone who's a part of all these teams and does all this stuff and is a face of these brands, like, no wonder people don't want to say stuff, because people who are trying to make it and people who are trying to do their thing, there's a chance that their career could be ended by this fucking guy. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they're like, well, fuck, we might as well shut the fuck up and stay on a team or stay and do this or risk everything I've worked hard to accomplish, essentially.
Yeah, it's crazy that companies allowed him to get away with that. Like listening to that one Kenny KO video, he was talking with Giordani Kraja, who was like he was with Steel for a while, and he's with like a bunch of those like father sons, and like I think he was with Aesthetic Revolution, but he was talking about how like it was in Jeremy Buendia's contract that like they couldn't put Giordani on their social media, like they couldn't share pictures of him, and at one point he was trying to like have Giordani kicked off the team, like in his contract or something, and it's like, why? If like, for example, running Gunsmith, if like we had some athlete and they're like, you know what, Jeremy sucks. Fuck Jeremy. You got to kick him off the team. Otherwise, I won't represent you guys. I'd be like, what? I don't want to fucking work with you.
Yeah.
But these companies were like, they were blinded by the amount of money that he was going to bring in. And they're like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. We'll fuck Jeremy. He's gone.
Yeah, and it's a really weird thing, right? Because Jeremy, who puts off such a fantastic image on social media, like in a company's eyes, regardless of behind the scenes him being a piece of shit, no one on the outs know that.
Yeah,
right?
Like the average person that follows Jeremy.
Yeah, the average person who follows Jeremy uses his code to buy shit, follows Evogen because of him, follows whoever because of him. They don't know that he's a shitty person. Only the company does. So it's this weird situation that companies are put in because, Jeremy's bringing in a lot of money. Jeremy's good at marketing himself. Jeremy's good at branding himself. Jeremy has a fantastic following. He's a great athlete. So it's like, work with a shitty person who makes us a lot of money, or get rid of a shitty person who no one knows is shitty and then also lose money.
Yeah.
And then people question what the fuck happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
It is kind of a weird thing, right?
It's a weird dynamic because it's like, yeah, nobody knows he's a shitty person. So like, really, like, we could ride this wave until it comes out. You know?
And then we're like, this is how it's always been. That's why we had to cut him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Or like what Steele did is they're like, this information came to light, and we had to cut ties with him. So
and see, that's smart. That's very professional.
No, super professional. But I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy that this has been allowed to go on for so long.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I've met Jeremy once. Actually, I met him once. I met him at Gold's like 4 years ago or something. And he was actually kind of cool when I met him. Super nice, and like hung out, took a picture, and like he wasn't mad that I talked to him in the middle of his workout. But like after that, like I don't know, I got vibes like that one movie came out on Netflix, that Perfect Physique movie. I don't know, super weird.
That movie was weird.
It's a really weird movie, but Jeremy's like a big part of that movie. And like they were doing the interviews with Jeremy, and I was just getting like, I was telling Chrissy, I was like, dude, I get a weird vibe from him. Like the interviews, like you could, like he was giving off like this weird, like super cocky, like almost like small man syndrome. Like I don't know. And I was like, ever since then, I was like, I looked at him a little differently, and then I started hearing all these things like from people I know that are close to him, and it's just like, or we're close to him, and it's just like, oh man,
yeah, you're like, oh, this makes a lot.
It makes total sense, dude.
Yeah.
Like this is all kind of like an act. I don't know.
It sucks. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's bad for the industry, for sure.
It's really bad for it's bad for the industry. It's bad for social media. It's bad for everybody, right? Like,
it really looks bad for everybody because, once again, nobody, like the fitness industry is very fucking small.
Yeah.
And, now it just looks like, I don't know. I feel like it's going to reflect, and people are going to like, the average person is going to flip it and be like, oh yeah, he's got all these anger issues and stuff. It's because of all the drugs he's been doing, like all the performance, all the steroids he's been doing. And I don't know, it looks bad on the companies because the companies look like they're just trying to make money and like they're promoting this piece of shit.
Yeah.
Dude.
So, dude, God, that's so frustrating because, by being a fucking dickhead, dude, like shit always comes back around no matter what. Like, everything comes back around, right? It's just I just watched Lion King, so it's the circle of life.
The circle of life.
The fucking circle of life. And, like, you think you can get away with this shit, it's going to come around and bite you in the ass, but you have to understand, like, now your career is on the fucking edge of extinction, right?
Yeah.
But you just fucked your company because now, like you're saying, people are going to look at them and be like, well, were they just trying to make money off of us? And I don't want to associate, like, I don't want to take products of a company who puts this fucking asshole's face on their banners. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that sucks because...
Or if you own anything for that company, you might be like, you know what? I'm getting rid of all my shit.
Like the Kaepernick shit, dude. Yeah. Remember people burning jerseys?
That ended up working out for Nike, though.
Well, yeah,
Nike ended up selling way more shit.
That's because Nike is a gangster. But
you know what I mean? In that situation, not everyone hates Kaepernick.
Yeah.
There's really no redeeming qualities about Jeremy now.
Yeah, there's really none.
Yeah,
and that's
nobody, you can't find it because he's accused of beating like several girlfriends, like being violent.
Dude, you put your fucking hands on a woman, like, come on. And I don't want to hear people say it's the fucking steroids. It's the fucking it's no, dude. It's because you're a fucking asshole.
I know a lot of guys that take steroids, and they don't beat their girlfriends.
Yeah, exactly. I know plenty of people. I know plenty of people who take cycles, and none of them beat their old ladies, man.
No, it's simply because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, it really
is. If you're a piece of shit, you beat your girlfriend.
Yeah, if you suck, you beat your girlfriend. And man, it's crazy. I've only seen Jeremy one time. I saw him at the Eva Gym booth at the LA Fit, and it was when he was in his sling. And he's all like smiling and like talking to people, and it's like, yeah, like all these people think you're great. It's like, now, like, what do those people think about you now? You know what I mean?
Well, the problem is you're reflecting badly on other people in the industry now because like now everyone's gonna be like super skeptical of who they're following, which you should be. You should be super skeptical of the people that you follow on Instagram because, like we were saying earlier, they can put out whatever message they want and make you think that their life is completely different than it really is.
I could go I could go rent a Lamborghini for an hour. I could drive it in front of a mansion. I could take a picture in a suit.
Several different pictures.
Different pictures.
Outfits.
Change outfits. Same Lamborghini. Maybe rent 2 Lamborghinis. And every single day for 3 weeks, I could post a picture in front of this beautiful home. Made it, fam. Buy my shit, right? And people are like, wow, this Jeremy guy's really doing well for himself.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I work in a cabinet manufacturing plant, right? So
and you drive an Xterra.
And I drive. Well, that thing is sweet.
It is pretty sweet.
But
it's no Lambo.
It is no Lambo, and I don't live in no mansion. I love my house, but that's social media for you, and we've talked about it a million times. You know what I mean? Like people,
yeah.
You know,
you be conscious of
people
who you're
you should follow are the people who really seem like themselves, like really portray like a true have like an authenticity about them, you know.
I would like to think that you can tell who is authentic and who's not. For the most part, like, if they're posting stories, if they're just simply posting pictures and captions, you can't really tell much.
It's hard,
if they're doing like stories or YouTube videos, it's a little bit easier. But even then, you know, you can deceive. People can deceive other people. Just don't I don't know. You can follow somebody, but you know, don't. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't want to say like don't get too invested in them because like obviously
it's kind of it's like one of the. I don't know.
Just be careful of it. You know, like
because
there's a lot of shitty people out there that portray themselves as awesome people.
Yeah,
but
anyone can pretend to be awesome. Anyone can take a really cool picture and then go beat their girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why don't they post that? Show. Don't post that, but don't do that.
Well, if you do that, post it because then we know that you're a piece of shit and we can report you.
Yeah. But
I don't know.
But speaking of Jeremy, man, with that all being crazy,
basically Jeremy's done.
Jeremy's done.
And that we can say with 100% certainty because it's been multiple people that have said it, multiple girlfriends that have said it.
Yeah.
It's pretty well known at this point.
Jeremy, 100%.
It'll be interesting to see what happens now to his like career. Like, I don't think he's going to get criminal charges against him because I don't think there's enough evidence necessarily to file criminal charges against him.
It seems like there is though.
But I don't know. I don't know what like the statute of limitations is for like assault or that type of thing. So, but his career basically is over. All his sponsors dropped him.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, what are you gonna do now?
He has his own company, but
Hero,
I think the guy he started that company with is suing him now. So it's not. He needs help. The man needs help.
But does he? He put himself in that situation.
Oh, he definitely put himself in that. He has to own ownership of that. But he definitely has some issues that he needs to work out.
Get yourself a lawyer, son.
A lawyer and a lot of therapists.
Use that money and help yourself.
But and then Larry Wheels.
Yeah, dude.
What the
this is just like one.
It's just a cycle of like people. Just I don't look up to Jeremy Buendia, but people that I like. Yeah. Larry Wheels and Shawn Rhoden. I like both of them. Yeah. It's like, God damn, dude.
Yeah, Larry, and you know, if you watch I watch a lot of like Larry Wheels videos. I used to watch him a lot, and even now, like I still watch him like workout, and I've seen him on podcasts, and he did a lot of stuff with Bradley Martin.
Yeah, he seems like a cool guy. He seems like a cool guy. I met him in like 3 years ago when I competed at Record Breakers with him.
Okay.
And obviously I didn't compete with him because there was no competition there. But we were in the same weight class and the competition. But I met him backstage or in the warm-up room, and he seemed like a really cool dude. Yeah. He seemed like a nice guy, but damn. Now his ex-girlfriend's coming out saying that he used to beat her and mentally abuse her and physically abuse her, and it's just like, damn, dude.
And you know, that's another one of those things where it's kind of hard because it's like, dude, anyone can say that, like anyone could say, Chrissy could say you punched her, or Kaya could say I punched her.
Don't put that out in the universe, bro.
No, but I'm saying, you know what I mean, though. Like anybody could say shit like that, and people would think, oh God, yeah, but you know, it's just one of those hard things. Like, because I actually do like Larry.
Oh, I like Larry too.
Listening to him talk on podcasts, watching him in all of like Brad's videos when him and Bradley were always hanging out. Like, getting to know like his story, like the real rawness of like where he came from. Like I have a lot of respect for that. And
He definitely had a rough
he
upbringing.
did.
and whatnot.
He had a rough upbringing, and he made a lot out of nothing. And so now you hear about this, and it's like, God damn it, dude! Like, what the fuck?
If
Like,
it's true.
if it's true.
So
Yeah.
we're not saying he's guilty, and we're not saying that he's innocent, and we're not defending him if he did beat her.
Yeah.
But it's too early to make. Same with Shawn Rhoden. It's too early to jump to conclusions and be like, he's a fucking piece of shit. If he did this, he's a piece of shit.
Which fucking
It's still a little.
kills
It's
to
a little
say.
too early because literally his ex girlfriend just came out with that video like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and it's the first I've ever heard of it. I don't know if like it's been going around for like a long time now, but I've never heard anything negative about Larry before.
I never,
So it's
dude.
very hard for me to just automatically jump on the fuck Larry train. But if he did it, he's a piece of shit. And fuck him.
Yeah.
Right? It's just hard to.
God,
It's hard to pass judgment right away.
And it really sucks because, like, Jeremy, whatever, fuck you. But I like Shawn Rhoden, and I do really like Larry. So it's really hard for me to be like, fuck, dude. Like, if you did this, now I have to not like you.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
Well, now
because I do actually really enjoy your content. I
you're
like
dead to
you
me.
as a person. Yeah.
You're dead to me, bro.
Sweet. Yeah. Yep.
But that's if he did it.
Yeah.
So we're not saying he didn't do it. We're not saying he did do it. We're just saying like it's too early to pass the judgment.
Yeah,
But
it is.
I want to say though I watched a little bit of her video that she came out with about it and saying she was saying like how he physically abused her for 5 years or whatever, and she had like some audio recording of him, like the audio recording that she played was him like screaming at her, and then there's like a scuffle, like you hear like shuffling around, and then there's another like recording like a little bit later, and it's her like basically like saying like I think she's yelling like you need to apologize or whatever, and he's like threatening to call the cops on her. I don't know. It's super it's not a fun audio recording to listen to. But I don't know. It's very damning. It's damning.
Yeah.
But at the same time it's like I don't know. What did he actually hit her?
Yeah,
Or was he just screaming at her and that shuffling was her phone shuffling around in her pocket?
Yeah, because dude, I could just be moving my left leg and you'll hear that shuffling.
Yeah,
right?
so I don't know.
And once again, not saying she's lying, not saying Larry didn't do it, not saying he did do it, but
We're playing like devil's advocate right here.
yeah, right. It's just you analyzing both sides, trying to figure out what the fuck really is going on, and because both of us like Larry, and it's just
And she's
maybe we should just get him on the podcast, hear his side of the story.
that's the damning part of it is this came out and Larry hasn't said anything about it. Like he hasn't addressed it at all. He hasn't been like, no, that didn't happen. So it looks really shitty on him. And the longer you wait to like address it, the worse public opinion is going to be. Like you need to come out right away and like if it's not true, you need to dispute it right away. You can't just like sit back and stay quiet. Like we need to hear your side of the story, dude. Like, because her side sounds really fucking bad for you.
Yeah.
And if it's true, you're a giant piece of shit. Because she was accusing him of like closed fist punching her, like in the head and the stomach and the legs. Like, and he's a big fucking dude. Like, if he closed fist punched somebody, that's gonna leave some fucking marks.
Dude, I know of people who
If he closed fist punched you or me, I would like to think that one of us was probably gonna go down.
I've heard of people. Yeah, I've heard of friends of mine and stuff like that who've been hit by people, and it's like broken eye sockets and cracked jaws and broken nose, and
And they're not even close to as strong as Larry Wheels.
yeah,
That dude benches like almost 700 pounds.
yeah. Well, he just hit 675 for a single, right?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So if he
Christ.
punches you,
I'm just saying that fool. I've seen Larry. He's a very larger than life human being.
he's got a big fist. His hand is fucking massive.
Yeah. Well, I remember when we were at the U.S. Open. That was the first time I ever saw Larry. It was him and Black Tom Cruise, and they walked like right by me. And I remember looking at Larry, and I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
You are a huge human being.
Yeah.
That was him at like, he competed at 285 at that meet, I thought. 275.
Yeah, he's a big fucking.
I was like, you're.
And she's not
giant.
big. She's
Yeah.
not big. I looked at her Instagram. She's tiny.
So once again, not taking sides, but a man like Larry hits you, he's breaking something. If he closed,
I would
fist
hope that
hits
she.
you,
I would hope she has like photographs
You would
of
think.
like some damage. Like if he did that, because if he punched her, there's for sure marks.
Well,
Like
and-
even if he hit her in the leg, that's a bruise.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Sometimes I'm messing around with Kaya and I accidentally leave a bruise on her. Just, you know what I mean?
Well, shit,
It's
like,
easy. I would leave a bruise on myself. Just,
Yeah, Chrissy and I wrestle every now and then. Like,
Well, hey
and-
now.
yeah.
You're saying we wrestle and then you put your fist.
Try choke her. No, no, but like if like we're wrestling around, sometimes I'll grab her and like you don't have to grab somebody very hard to leave
No,
a move,
you
like
really
a bruise. Like I'll wake up with bruises like for no fucking reason. Chrissy will wake up with bruises for no fucking reason. Like she'll be like, "Dude, I've looked at this massive bruise on my shin. I don't remember doing anything." Like,
And yeah, so it's just most people who are in like domestic violence type of relationships
yeah,
will take some sort of picture for evidence and just keep it, and then when the shit comes out, it comes out, right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, motherfucker, remember this time? And shows a picture all bloody and bruised, but
I would hope that she has more evidence than just the audio recordings
Yeah.
because even though the audio recordings are super damning, all it really proves is that like
he
is
is verbally aggressive.
verbally fucking scary because he's screaming at her, and I'm like, ooh,
Well, and
but
people
we've all
that-
been there
we've all
where
been
we've just been in fights with our significant other, and some of them get like you get loud,
Yeah, like naturally, I'm a very loud person. Like just when I speak, my voice is very projecting, right? And so, like, there's 100% been times when me and Kai have gotten into little arguments, and I'm sure if someone recorded us argue, people would be like, "Wow, dude,
He's a psychopath.
that dude's a psych." So it's oh god, it's hard to tell. You know what I mean?
But I would hope that because it happened over 5 years, so I'm hoping that she has. If it did actually happen,
you better
I would
have
hope
5
she has
years of
more
evidence.
evidence than just the audio recordings. I
Yeah,
hope she
you're
has,
gonna tell me that in 5 years you only have a phone recording?
like some police reports, maybe some pictures. If he did call the cops, there should be a police report on that incident. Like, I don't know.
Where are the fucking facts?
Also, I want to know kind of the motivation behind her waiting, because apparently they've been broken up for a couple of years now.
Oh wow, I didn't even.
Or
I didn't know that.
They've been broken up for a while now, and why all of a sudden she's coming out now? I don't know.
You would think, oh, maybe you're gathering up all your evidence, but
Yeah, maybe,
you come and trying to figure out a plan of attack. But you have 5 years of domestic violence issues,
But
you have a plan of attack.
Well, no, yeah,
know?
but at the same point, maybe she was hopeful that they were going to get back together. You know how that is with like, domestic abuse. Like this, it's complicated. Like, everyone's like, why didn't you leave? If it was going on for 5 years, it's like, well, she loved him, blah, blah, blah. Like, thought maybe she could fix him, that kind of thing. But I don't know. We need more evidence. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But right now, off the bat, it looks really bad for him.
Yeah, it looks terrible.
And honestly, if he's laid hands on her, like, dude, I can't fuck with you anymore, man. You're a piece of shit.
You just shouldn't do that. And Larry, like, he's a big, like we're saying, like this dude, like you're a big fucking guy. Like, that you don't have to do much to hurt like somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, and
You got to know your own strength. Like,
and some people,
not that if he was weak, it would be all right for him to hit her. But like, dude, you could kill her if he hit her wrong. Like, he could kill her instantly.
dude, I've heard of stories of people way smaller than him hitting girls and like and killing them like on accident. Like they just lose their shit and hit them and
Just
they
hit them right,
just hit
too
them right,
hard,
yeah, and their fucking brain bounces off the side of their and then all of a sudden they hit the ground and then they die.
Yeah.
You
So
know what I mean? Like,
not saying that if you're small, it's okay to hit women. You should
it's
never
never
hit
okay.
them.
Yeah.
But someone in his scenario, that's like, it's like Thor hitting like you.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Essentially, you're
It's not
calling me a
fucking-
girl. So,
but like the size relationship,
yeah.
like he's 200 pounds heavier.
And I can take a fucking punch. But Thor can give a fucking punch.
And his hand is the size of your head. So it's like...
Yeah, dude. He's a very...
Bro, you'd break
very
an eye
large
socket
man.
for
Yeah,
sure.
he'd fucking...
Would you? How much would it cost for you to take a punch from Thor?
In the face?
In the face.
I don't know. Probably like $1 million. I don't know.
$1 million.
Hey,
Dude.
500,000.
You're risking 500,000?
Yeah, I'll take a punch from Thor for $500,000.
Bro, your medical bills might be more than 500,000.
Maybe.
Well, you got that full coverage now, so maybe you could.
I got that full coverage.
You got that full-time benefits now.
Got that Blue Cross Blue Shield. No,
Bro, if
well, I would probably just go with it, like Anderson Silva does. Like, as soon as it made contact, I would just start turning my head to kind of absorb it.
I think it matters too, like how we allow him to punch you. Like, is he allowed to step into it?
Jesus
if he steps into it, like, I don't care how much you're gonna go with it. You're gonna. But if he can't step into it and he can just that might not always be as bad. I might take that for
a jab.
Just a jab.
Oh, right to your fucking nose and mouth.
Now I'm gonna be like, dude, hit me on the side.
Jab me.
Don't hit the nose, bro. Your nose would just
jab
burst.
Yeah, you'll look like Owen Wilson, dude.
Bro, your face would look like smushed.
You know those cats that have the pancake face?
Bro,
that's your face after Thor jabs.
Forever. You're gonna use that 500,000 for facial reconstructive surgery.
Yes, and you still will look like shit.
Damn. Anyway, we got sidetracked. But
yes.
Fucking Larry Wheels, man. Don't put yourself in that scenario.
The
moral of the story is, if he is innocent, don't put yourself in that fucking situation.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not in a good relationship, if you're unhappy or you find yourself being like driven to the point where like you're actually even considering laying hands on somebody, or you're like arguing all the fucking time, like it's not worth it. Just separate yourself. It's okay to end a relationship if you're not fucking happy. You know what I mean? Or if it's not a healthy relationship, if that's a toxic fucking relationship. So if he is innocent, and this is literally just, a scorned girlfriend, releasing like all this shit, like whatever, like he should have ended the relationship a long time ago. You got to distance yourself, early. So,
and along with, same thing with, I don't know. I just can't believe how much the fitness industry is just in shambles right now because of everything that's going on.
And same with the Shawn Rhoden thing. If he was, let's say he's innocent and she made the whole thing up, you can't. It's 2019. You can't put yourself in a situation where you're alone with a female that you're not like in a relationship with.
Yeah, pretty soon they're gonna have to.
You need to do check-ins. If she's up there doing client check-ins, it was innocent, and now she's accusing you of rape. You need to have somebody else in the room.
Yeah,
there needs to be somebody else in the room, and that's like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He doesn't, when he takes photos with women, he doesn't take photos alone with women. Like if like Kaya went up to him and was like, "Hey, can I get a photo?" He would make you get in the photo with them. Because he won't put himself in a scenario where he's like one-on-one with a chick.
That's cool.
Because
that's smart.
It's too...
Because of everything that happened.
Because of everything that happened. And like nowadays, everyone's going to be like, hey, he did something. He touched my ass. Or like he groped me inappropriately.
Did you hear about what is happening with John Jones?
No, actually, I didn't hear about that.
So John Jones is another... I really like John Jones. Some girl is trying to accuse him of... groping her in a club, like
actually, I did hear about. Yeah, I did hear about that.
And I got a lot of homies who can like prove that I didn't do this.
Yeah. Also, there's cameras there, but supposedly they don't have any camera footage of it happening. I was listening to Brian Callen and Brandon Schaub talk about that the other day, actually, and if it's true, he's a piece of shit, and he deserves to never fight again, because this is like strike million.
Yeah, but this is a weird thing. Only because something like groping, right? You're in a club.
Well, it's a strip club. It's a strip club too.
Okay, so they have a no touch.
But she's not a stripper. She was a cocktail waitress, apparently.
Oh, so he was just.
Well, he was trying to get a dance from her, and supposedly, he was trying to get a dance from her, and supposedly she was like, I won't do that, but if you give me $100, I'll give you a dance. So she was like trying to charge him.
Oh, he's good, dude.
That's not her story.
Oh.
That's the story from
The
him
boys.
or people that were around there.
Well, I mean,
So it's another
thing.
his word against her word.
and that's another person I really like. You know what sucks about John Jones?
He's a target now, though.
He is.
You can't put yourself in that
Did
scenario.
Nike drop him? I don't think they did.
I want to say that they did drop
They
him.
might
dude.
have. They might have.
They're going to distance themselves because at this point he's been in so much trouble over the years. He can't fuck up anymore. So it's like zero tolerance. I bet.
Yeah.
You know, as soon as there's even a hint of like you fucking up,
It
gone.
seems like every time John Jones wins a fight, it comes along with an accusation. I don't know if motherfuckers just don't want. I mean, he has done a lot of bad shit,
The problem is
but
he doesn't learn from it. All right, what are you doing at a strip club, bro? Yeah, you like to party. Yeah, you're a young guy. You know that you're a target.
Yeah.
You know that you have a history.
maybe that's why he was there with his boys, though.
Still, if you, let's say you're John Jones and I'm your boy, and you're like, hey, I want to go to the strip club. And be like, dude, why would we go to a strip club? You got a big house. Let's just go to your house. We can call some strippers, maybe.
Yeah.
But let's not go and put ourselves in a scenario where like that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like nothing's good is gonna happen from there.
Yeah.
Like you've had all these incidences where like you've had trouble with alcohol and drugs, and now you're a target. You're an easy target, especially in 2019. We're in a very like, you know, accusation like sue happy, like I want to get paid culture where like people are looking for any excuse to like take you to court and make $1 million off of you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you can't put yourselves in that scenario. So in that respect, he's dumb as fuck for being there.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And if he did it, he doesn't deserve to fight anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's just like strike 700, dude.
Well, it's
Come
just
on, man.
well. Also, don't be a piece of shit.
Yeah. Just stop doing. Do you care? You know what I mean? Like, do you care about your?
He doesn't care about fighting.
Can I get it?
At this point, he doesn't care about fighting. I feel like.
Which sucks because he's really good at it.
But if he really cared about fighting, he would stop putting himself in these scenarios. Or
Yeah.
himself in.
You would think so. Well, you know, and like, it's not like it's just fighting. Like, this is his job. This is his profession. This is his career. This is what's made him who he is. You know, and he's disrespecting his job. He's disrespecting, you know, Dana. He's
He's disrespecting the fans that support him. Like,
yeah, everyone's like, yeah, go John Jones, and then it's like he does.
it's hard to be a
Scary
John
part.
Jones fan now because like he keeps doing these negative things.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, we'll see how this pans out. As of right now, even with all the crazy shit he's done, like hit and runs and drugs and all that stuff, I still like.
Well,
him.
you want to see him do better.
Yeah.
You want to see him come back.
I think that's what it is. Yeah,
You're like hoping that he like
come on.
he redeems himself
Yeah,
and is
yeah.
like becomes this great person. It's
Yeah.
like he keeps making these mistakes.
I know. Every time it's like I'm like a disappointed parent. I'm like,
Yeah. Well, it's like a dysfunctional relationship. Like it's
Yeah.
like
with
like
cocaine, drugs, and
Yeah, it's like
drugs and
he
weapons.
keeps doing all these things to like man, I shouldn't. He's like a dog that keeps shitting on the carpet. You know what
But
I mean?
you're like, hey, Lance,
you
you
love the
stop.
dog, but the dog keeps shitting on the carpet, and you're like, stop doing that. Stop doing
You
that.
get closer and closer to just beating that dog's ass. You know,
Whoa, dude. Whoa.
closer and closer.
Pump the brakes, bro. You get closer and closer to like leaving the dog outside.
Nah,
You can't come in the house anymore because you keep shitting on the ground.
beating the dog's ass. Just kidding.
You're about to catch a case up in here, bro. Don't endorse that.
Yeah, don't do that, you guys.
Don't. Keep your hands to yourselves.
Yeah, yeah. Moral of the story: don't put your hands on anything.
Stop
dude.
putting your hands on people.
Dogs,
Everyone.
dogs.
It was a simple rule. You learn it in kindergarten. Keep your hands to yourself.
The golden rule:
Golden rule.
treat others like you want to be treated. So if you put your hands on people, that means you want hands put on you. Which
But
makes
see,
sense.
in John's
in John's.
case, nobody's gonna fucking put hands on him because he's a fucking badass.
They're gonna try,
And
and they have been trying.
he's gonna fuck him up.
Yeah.
So don't treat others how you want to be treated. Just don't fucking keep your hands right here, dude. Don't put your hands anywhere.
Keep the weapons in the holsters.
Yeah. And stop fucking hitting women. What the fuck?
Yeah, what the hell, guys?
If these people are actually hitting women, fuck them. They deserve to like have their balls chopped off. But they didn't do it. Stop making false accusations.
Yep.
Once again, I feel like we should make it 100% clear. We're not endorsing any of these people. We're not saying that they're innocent. We're not saying that they're guilty. We're just, except for Buendia. Buendia's a piece of shit.
Dude, what
And
the fuck?
yeah,
No, yep. For Rhoden and Jones and fucking Larry, no sides. Just
hope they're innocent.
hope they're innocent.
Because
I do like all three of them.
But if they are not innocent,
What the fuck, guys?
fuck them.
And
Yeah, well, that's
there's your fucking 4 current events for the day.
damn, dude.
That's a lot of info. I hope.
I feel like somebody's gonna look at this and be like, "Dude, they're such pieces of shit.
Oh,
How
well.
dare you defend Larry Wheels?
Well, good. Well, that's why we said we're not taking sides. So obviously, if you think that,
You didn't listen to the whole episode.
If you guys have made it this far, thank you for listening. I want to hear how all of you guys feel about the situation, like how you feel about everything that's going on right now. So if you've made it this far and you're still listening, then go ahead and let us know what you think about everything. And
In the comments or shoot us
comments,
DMs
yeah,
or whatever.
DM, comment, fucking make a story about it and tag us in it or however you feel, because I don't know, it's always nice to hear how others feel about it, especially stuff like this, you know.
And I'll throw some links in the bio if you're watching this on YouTube and the show notes maybe of where you can find some of these videos where you can learn a little bit more about some of the situations.
You hear that? All the YouTube people out there in YouTube land, shout out to me. All YouTube land. In the description box below, there'll be links to the videos and stuff like that. So you don't know what the fuck we're talking about, and you're kind of like, whoa, this stuff is going on right now. Hit the description box, find the link, do some research, and enjoy after you listen to this video and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to us. Thanks.
And tell a friend.
And tell a friend.
All right. Till next time.
Till next time, people.
Stay savage, my friends. Peace.